Trying to find out if I'm live everywhere. I'm on D-Live tonight. Hello D-Live. Haven't been on in a while. I finally figured out how to add you to the studio. Got a few followers over there. There will be a new GTAV this week for the next week as well. I already got it pre-taped. So I've at least got 2 weeks. This one does have more scenes in it. I made more scenes. These scenes are similar to the old days, but they're done with AI. That's the only difference. Instead of a still picture, I've got a moving AI picture. So we are on D-Live tonight. It doesn't show me any info about D-Live, so I don't know whether I got any viewers on D-Live or not. I know it's live though, because I see it over on the site. So. I don't know what this is about the fuck with YouTube. Not letting me stream to my biggest channel, which is my oldest channel. It's a bunch of bullshit is what it is. They'll let me stream to a 62 follower page. Won't let me stream to my page. I've got 400 followers on. My original page. It's anything to hold people back is what it is. Make God promote me. Make God promote me. Every time they take those stones, may God multiply it. Won't even let me stream to my main channel. Told me unauthorized. My main fucking channel. Anyway, I'll share. I'll put some clips over there. I only moved because it kept harassing me anyway. Back in 2012, 13, 14, and 15. They harassed me that I moved channels. Okay. Here we go. Go on my own server. I hope I am going to my own server. These are my alien songs. And I got no picture. See if I can refresh it. Now I've got a picture. Make sure I mute it. Be broadcasting. Can't get it. Can't get it. Scroll down to mute it. There we go. We got a picture now. Make sure I'm still on D-Live. I still see the picture on D-Live. D-Live works fine. Rumble's with all the problems. I see how it's still on YouTube. I don't know about Twitch. I don't have Twitch. I don't have Twitch loaded. Let's check Twitch out before I get started. I see it's going to it, but I don't know if it's working. I forgot to put the /apfns. And somebody's channel is gonna play on that thing. I thank God it's muted. I am working. So I'm on several sites tonight. Should be on Facebook as well, but Facebook is friends only. I don't understand that either. That's insane. I mean, you stream so people can find you. If there's anything to hold you back, keep yourself from being promoted. So I'm technically on several sites tonight. Going to Jeep tonight. I don't know what it looks like outside. It may be day. I simulated the live sound of my band. What it would sound like if it were real. The lyrics are inspired by my 3 favorite games. GTA, Fallout, and Cyberpunk 2077. Fallout 76. I like Fallout 4 too. And Vegas. They're actually starting to touch on that Vegas stuff with the series. But I'm not digging it like I did last. I don't know if it's because I've got used to it being a series now. Back then it was new. I haven't finished the 3rd one, so we'll see. I got about halfway into it. Like I said, I don't watch much TV. Come crash. And remember, I'm on the PlayStations. I don't hear no game. Huh. Gotta fix that. All I'm hearing is music. Okay, give me a minute. I'll try to fix the sound on the computer. No game sound. Maybe I just got it too low. Hit the wrong button. This is shit. Oh, I heard it. When it went off, I heard it. Maybe it's because I got my speakers low. I probably need to turn the music down, turn the volume up. That's probably what I need to do. Oh, I hear the game now. Let me go and fix the audio on the music. It gets too loud in my room. Yeah, now I'm hearing it. I hear the game. Let me go ahead and pull the studio back up so I can see if there's anybody gathering. Okay. I'm not sure if D-Live will work. It don't show me no info on D-Live. I may have gathered points today here. I think I did. I think I done spent. We'll go do something else. I don't want to gamble with her money. She needs to earn some money. She spent a lot on her car today. I spent a whole lot on her orange car. I paid for a new paint job and everything. It was a more expensive one. So I'll let her go earn some money. See if I can get into any missions or anything. I suck at them. Let's see. We'll let her do the taxi first, and then we'll see what we can do from here. Since we are down. Oh, I'm gonna hit the wall. We are down here with the taxis. I'm gonna do a little bit of it, then I'll see what else I can do. Slept most of the night away. I did get up at midnight, so. About 11 something. So I did pretty good on my segments for the JCVW. Now, what I did was I got this site that you can swap voices. That's where I put that's how I swap my voice into my music. Like, if I do the AI me, I swap my voice. I went and found some public domain voices, and I swapped the. In other words, I basically used the same text to speech I used back in the day, but I swapped the voices out. So I gave Wendy a voice, I gave Sharon a voice, I gave Trent and Jelp a voice. They all got a segment this week. So it's going to be kind of like the old days. This JCVW is going to similar to the old days, where you got the wrestling matches and you got the segments. The last thing is I animated the segments this time. I took and animated the pictures. So it's pinched different, but it's the same. It's kind of just the same. I just used the AI as the tool to make it. But it's, I mean, done the same thing. Added the text-to-speech voice over the video. I just don't have a still shot of the video game. I've got actual characters I had AI draw for me and then animate. Notice I kind of look realistic. Like Wendy, she looks realistic. Sharon, she looks realistic. Her hand's doing something crazy. That's the AI animator I used. It did something crazy with her hands. Her fingers turned funny. It's kind of like the old days of AI. Like when it first started and the fingers were doing crazy shit. But I mean, it did pretty good just for some little segments. I'm thinking about freeze-framing me from some game scenes and then animating them. I want to do. I will do that in the future. I just don't have any right now. I didn't want to take time today. I spent 3 hours just like the old days. I didn't think today it would take me that long. It did. It took me 3 hours. Just like the old days. I thought, well, now I got a faster computer. I do. My computer's faster now. But it took 3 hours just getting all the scenes ready and stuff. Like even if I probably just took a freeze picture and put the AI over it, it probably wouldn't. The text to speech over it, it probably wouldn't take as long. It's because I took time to animate. So that took time. I see it. So we technically got we'll at least have 2 weeks worth of JCVW up this week. Well, this week coming in on the 18th. After the 18th, it's going to be, especially I may have to start doing live shows because 3 hours is a long time, and back in the day, it seemed like I had more time back then. I don't know why. It does. It seemed like of course I wasn't streaming every day. Unless I start taking some days off to stream, just recording JCV and live stream every few days and take off to make JCVW. That's the only thing I can probably fit in there, which probably wouldn't hurt me any. People don't watch you every day anyway, so. Like you have your days, you have yours, and you have your days you don't. I need to figure out what my best days are. Come on my best days. And then use the other days for other things, like maybe working on music, working on my own game. I'm trying to work on that too. I did a little bit of both yesterday. I wore myself out. I was tired. I didn't really get back to that today. I'm making my characters right now. I barely started on the stories. I started writing them. I'm going to conspire with AI with that because the reason I'm going to do that, I'm a bad speller. So I'm going to let it write it and tape it there, but I'm going to come up with a story, and I ain't going to take anything that I don't want in my story. Like if it don't fit the story, I'm going to go back to the drawing board. But I just don't want any mistakes in my game. And I know I'm a terrible speller. So I'm going to let it write the little script. But now it's going to say exactly what I want it to say. And if it don't say exactly what I want to say, I'm not taking it. I just want it to look perfect on the screen when you select. Like I said, I'm going to make different scenarios for different choices. Like you make one choice, it's going to make a totally different change of the game. That means when you play it different, you're going to get a different result. And I don't know how many different results you'll get. Like it won't be every time. Like eventually you're probably going to play every which way it can be played. But now, I am going to have several scenarios and several endings. I did that last time, by the way, and broke it. I'm going to have to be careful not to break the game. Because I was working on one years ago, like when I started, and I broke it. Because I was trying to do it where I had different scenarios. And I just broke the game. Broke it. It got where it eventually wouldn't load stuff. Wouldn't even load right. I broke the thing. Okay. Let's see, which way is the green spot? I don't want to waste my time. I still got this old controller. So the stick is kind of loose on me. Goes crazy with these vehicles. How you seeing it? I'm trying to watch the road and the map. Yeah, man. I guess I just drive to see it. I'll try to get turned around, so I have a feeling it ain't gonna be this way. I'm gonna go back the other way. I'm very tired, man. Feels like I'm sleeping my life away, like. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's a good thing I decided to go back. I see it now. Oh God, I'm gonna hit the car trying to stay out of the on my table, man. I love this table. It's the best thing I ever bought. I can't even drink my sodas from here if I need one. I don't have to get up and go to the other side of the room. I got a little pull-out tray table over there where I got game wallet set on and a radio. And that's where I would normally have to go to drink my sodas. I got to clean that off, by the way. It's blocking my PS5. I have to pull them out of the way to get to it, like if I need to plug anything in it or anything. Once I get all my games ripped, I'm going to put my games away. Like once I get them all completely 100% in the software, in the computer. If I went wrong, no, I'm going to. Yeah, once I get them in the, I'm going to put them wallets away. Because I won't need to pull them out physically. Once that PlayStation 4 comes obsolete, I'm going to take the one I've got, I'm going to hack it, and put my PS1 games on it. You can do that. But I didn't want to hack it and it's still been relevant. Because you know they'll lock it off. They'll jailbreak it. But once they're not monitoring, I'll wait till they're not monitoring. And as soon as they're not monitoring anymore, I didn't want to jailbreak my PS3. You can jailbreak the PS3 and do the same thing, but I love my I'll say PS3 is my favorite console. And the reason I bought it, back in the day, I didn't have a way of, this is before I had all this stuff. I used it mainly as an entertainment system. Like, I wrote my freaking movies on it. I still got a few saved on it. I had to take some of them off because of room. I've got Friday the 13th Part 5 saved on it. I got a Hinder concert that we were actually at that they put out as a DVD. We was at one of those shows. Was at the Rained Out Nashville show. I got that saved on there. The Hindered put out. I've got Halloween 1, 2, and 3 on there. And one of the Rob Zombie Halloweens. I don't remember which one it was. I don't remember if it was 2 or 1. I left one. One of them I like to watch it better. I probably left it. Then I got one of the Return of the Living Dead on there. I saved some. I used to have a whole bunch of my movies saved on there. But I ran out of room. So I removed some of them. I love that, man. The fact that you could take your DVD and you could save it to the console. I mean, I thought that was so neat. I mean, your own stuff. You didn't have to go have a service to have it on there. You actually put your own movies and stuff on there. And I love that. That's why I didn't hack my 3. You know, another thing I liked about, there's another console I liked that's kind of second, but I don't use it anymore. And it was the Xbox One. I'll tell you why I liked it. Do you know I would use the input? Like, I'd bring my Sony through it. Or I'd bring my GameCube through it. I mean, whatever it's called, not GameCube. Nintendo Switch. I don't hardly play the Switch. That's why I didn't bother getting the new one. It was always the third console that I'd play, and I'd only play there once. So I did. I didn't even bother getting the new one. Because I barely played one. I figured if I didn't play one, I wouldn't play 2. I mean, $400 is a lot of money to waste. It's kind of cheap. I mean, when you think of it, their console's cheap compared to the. I mean, it's a high dollar, but it's cheap compared to what they're talking about the next price ranges for these next Sony consoles and these Xbox consoles. I mean, have you looked at the prices they're floating around on them things? $700 for the PlayStation Plus. And that was probably for a smaller, and they're floating around these prices for the new console. The $400 is a deal compared to what they're talking about the next Sony and all that stuff. What about the guy that helped design Sega? He died. Y'all read that? Oh, Sega. Sega was really my favorite. I'm going to be honest with the old consoles. Out of the old consoles, the Sega's my favorite. I'll tell you why. I didn't have one back then. Like I said, my daddy, he didn't want to bring the game systems in his house. I didn't buy one until I got my disability. When I was 20-something years old. 21... When I was 22, probably. Because I filed for it when I was still... It took me about 3 years to get it. I was in the system for 3 years. Doctor visit at the doctor. They poked and prodded you like you were some kind of guinea pig or something. I didn't actually get one until I got some money. My own. But I ended up buying that 14 Sega. It wasn't really Sega. It's just their games are saved on. It's an At Games. None of it was licensed. They did license the At Games. At Games was licensed. But it was a Sega At Game. And out of, like say, when I play Nintendo's old games, I like the Sega better. Sega wins. And of course Sony, I was a Sony fanboy from the beginning because I was a Sony, because that's my first console I ever owned. So Sony wasn't even in a war with that. It's one, even though they come out in 95. I talk about back in the day. Sega wins to me. When you talk about Nintendo and Sega wins. I like Sega the best. Plus Sega ain't stingy. You notice they're not stingy? Nintendo's stingy as fuck. They go around fighting with all the bootleggers, trying to take them down. You don't never see Sega wasting their time doing that. And Sega still earned some money over the years with their legal stuff. They're just crazy, man. They're crazy. Nintendo's is crazy. They're greedy, crazy. They control their property with an iron fist. One of these days they'll shut their doors forever. People will eventually get tired of fooling with them. Okay, let's see. Showing down Beale Street, hand in hand. The night I don't hate them or anything. I mean, I like some of this stuff. I won't say between the two, I like Sega the best. Sega won. I got another one. If you're hanging in with me, thank you. I don't know what it sounds like. My sound's all off tonight. I might put the radio down some more. I won't know how it sounds until I get to be at my TV. Sometimes, like, I'll go in the living room and I'll watch a little bit of this. Like, I don't watch the whole thing. I might watch about the first 15 to 30 minutes on the TV, and then I find out what it really sounds like. Then I know whether I need to do some fixing. Gotta find out which. Oh, I see it. Just gotta get back on the road. I got off the road dealing with the map. I can't watch the map and drive at the same time. I do see it. Trying to make sure I don't pass it. Trying to stay on the road at the same time. Okay. Better not turn there. I better go up. Like I said, I used the exact same voices I used back in the day on Sharon and them. I switched them out. It's kind of neat because it don't sound like the same voices, but it is. It's the exact same voices. Like it's the same voices I used for Obama kind and all that. But I switched them out. What's so cool about today though? I'd be able to actually switch and put his real voice in there. Now somebody's got an Obama voice in there. I'd be able to actually give him his voice now. But I don't really focus on him anymore. I kind of phased him out. I'm phasing politics out altogether. I'm about fed up with politics, to be honest. That's why even though I've got 30 followers of a podcast, I haven't really done any podcasts lately. Although I do got to set up for one if I want to do one. I may start doing them eventually. I mean, it's all just a bunch of shit, all both sides of it. Both just a bunch of shit, both of them. Both sides of the coin. Those libertarians ain't much better. It's all one big shit fest. Every bit of it. Every bit of it is one big shit fest. Just fighting over who's going to control you. That's what it is. They're fighting over who's going to rule over you. And each one bans things. It just depends on what side you're on. Like, if you get a bunch of Democrats, they want to shove gay agendas and stuff down your throat. And if you get the Republicans, they want to shove everything religious. And, I mean, it's just one big, who's going to control you shitfest is all it is. I'm just out with it. I ain't playing that game anymore. I've grown up. I've grown beyond that. I've grown up. They're all like little kids in the sandbox fighting over who's going to rule over America. And I've grown up. I've got out of it. Just one big shit fest is all it is. And they want to do nothing but stir fights with each other. MTG's right about that. MTG is right about that. And then you had all them little make-believe Democrats the other day rolling out, trying to make that little scratch on history. Little scratch. It was a tiny scratch. I mean, it really was. You want to know, unless your name was Bobbitt, or unless you were some of those old ladies that went to jail just for being at a protest. Unless you want to call it big for them. But it was kind of like a little scratch of them. I mean, a few little broken windows. And they try to compare it with something like 9/11 or something. I tell you. These are babies. Crybabies. I mean, unless your name was Bobbitt, who got herself murdered by a jackbooted thug in the Capitol, by the way. A jackbooted thug murdered her. He got by with it. Unless your name was Bobbitt. Unless you were one of the people that were tormented and tortured and held against your will for months and years. It was a little scratch on the arm. I'm talking about to the country. It wasn't nothing to them people. Oh, so what? They got on the floor and was scared for a little bit. I mean, there's been times I've been scared to death by storms. You remember, you know how many times I've screamed and was scared of storms that blew through? One time, one even started blowing up while I was outside, and I laughed at myself for 30 minutes because I screamed like a bitch. I went running up the road, and it came in just as I was coming out. I was going there. This is when I had to go next door. My parents are next door. And I didn't know it was going to be coming a storm. And it did. It got bad. It got worse by the night went on. It just came out of nowhere. I didn't know it was coming. I mean, I knew it looked like it was going to rain, but I didn't know it was going to come a storm. And I went screaming up the road like a bitch. Screaming. And then when I got in the house, I went... I laughed for 30 minutes because I screamed like a fucking bitch. Scared to death that storm was going to blow me away. Screamed like a fucking bitch. So what? They're scared a little bit. I've been scared many a times. Just because you're scared don't mean you're in danger. Just saying. And if you get saved and nothing happens to your life, you were fine. Believe me, you might have been scared, but you were fine. Nothing happened. But now for those people that were tormented for years and held hostage by a man just because they didn't want him elected, and he got even with them for not wanting him elected, because he wasn't really elected to begin with anyway. He stole the election. But even if it won, they'd still had the right to not want him to be their president. I mean, they'd had that right. These old Democrats, Trump's not my president. They do the same thing. And yeah, they pulled their little stunts too. It's just no agitators actually started something bad with them. Because it was fueled. It was fueled by the feds. The feds pulled that off. They staged that whole thing. It was staged between the Q and the feds. But nobody staged their events. Because you want to know why? Conservative people ain't like that. In a way, we kinda, even though we hate what you might say, we respect your right to say it. So when they're walking around with their pink pussies on their head, nobody was going to start a fight now. We just looked at you as ignorant. Nobody got there and started a fight with you, but boy, they started a fight with the people that wanted Trump. And now they want to showcase like that was the worst thing in history. And there's a little scratch on the arm unless you were one of the tormented. Unless you were one of the tormented, it was a scratch on the arm. I see I'm offended some people. I've lost some audience. That's okay. Just telling the truth here. Politics is nothing but a little fight fest about who's going to rule over you. And each one of them bans things. It just depends on what's offensive. Like the right wants to ban the tranny. Of course, I do think they should be banned around the children. Don't get me wrong. They shouldn't be allowed to be around children. They get hung up on these little niches. I'm out of it. I'm out of it. Really though, the right never did really attack. I'm going to be honest here. I'm not going to regurgitate lies of the left, because nobody ever attacked them people because they was trannies. They attacked them because they was sitting in classrooms looking like freaks in front of children. Like satanic predatory freaks. That's what people wanted to ban. And that shouldn't be around children. And they also wanted to ban the pedophiles from being around children. There's nothing wrong with that. Pedophiles ain't supposed to be around children anyway. Like even if they go through prison and they get out, they're still registered sex offenders. And registered sex offenders ain't supposed to be around churches, ain't supposed to be around schools, ain't supposed to be around playgrounds, ain't supposed to be around nurseries, ain't supposed to be around children, period. That counts all sexual predators. When you become a sexual predator, you're not allowed to be so many feet around those places. So many 100 feet. I guess I have 500 feet or something. You're not supposed to be around those places. If you're considered a sexual predator, you're not supposed to be around any of that stuff. You're not supposed to be around any of it. I don't know how you enforce that, because I'm going to tell you. Like even I was noticing Chuck D. He had a rap in there and he's talking about, and you do. Like this game's based on Hollywood. And it's every town though, by the way. I mean, I've noticed this. You get around the black community, you see a liquor store everywhere, on every corner. Especially around their churches. You got a church here, and then you got right next door to it a liquor store. I don't know how it'd be possibly impossible to really enforce that, because they always got a school and a church everywhere. But really, they wasn't supposed to be around schools, church, nurseries, daycares, etc. I mean, that's just the way the law works. Sexual predators aren't supposed to be around children, so nobody's mistreating a tranny by not if they've been arrested for sexual predatoryism or sexual perversion. Ever had an arrest and it gets down on the record that they're a sexual offender, they can't be around children. It's just the law. They're not supposed to be around children. So nobody's really targeting the tranny. And now you got this whole thing today happening. Do you know that girl? She had no business. They keep telling me she retreated, this and that. Even if she did retreat, she already broke the law. She already opened up the can of whoop ass on her when she chose to drive that vehicle towards them. She had no business driving unless it had been an accident. Now, if it had been an accident, she'd spin out of control. You cannot go at law enforcement. That's the one thing. They have their rights and stuff, but you can't do that. Now, I'm going to tell you, you see an instance where they really did do some, you might have a reason to protest, at least protest. You never have the right to write. Like, I've seen some of those incidents that really were legitimate cases of cops abusing their power. There's this guy in New York. He was a big old guy. His name was Michael Brown, I believe. If I have him right. Savage covered. He got choked to death over a pack of illegal, because he was selling illegal cigarettes. Because he didn't have a license to sell them. And they choked him to death over it. Michael Savage covered. That was one of the worst cases I've seen of it. I think they made less a deal of him than they did the criminals. You know, they make big deals. They burn towns down over criminals. He was actually innocent and was choked to death over because he was illegally, he was buying cigarettes and reselling without a license. They choked him. That's a real case of abuse. Nobody can holler abuse on her. She drove that vehicle. It's like when I'm being Christine here. If she starts taking on the cops. She deserves it when she gets blasted. Now she can come back to life. She's in a video game. If we're in a simulation, that girl may be somewhere else. I mean, I don't know anymore. I know that sounds crazy, but if you read the words of Jesus, he was basically telling you this world ain't what it is. If you pay attention to what he said, not what religion says. Not what religion says. There's a religion and then there was Jesus. I'm noticing that a lot lately. That crazy song I just generated. But now when Christine starts fighting with the cops here, she starts elfing around with the cops. They're killing all these people, and then she gets them on her. When they pull out that gun and kill her, she deserves it. Now the thing about this, here's me, I'm not going to do that in real life, because I know that's going to be the cost of it. That's all you're ever going to get. Like I say, even if you're mad and frustrated about something. I mean, what would be the use in it? I mean, you're going to get killed. The authority, I mean, even the Bible has a verse in there. That was what Romans 13 was, by the way. It wasn't about trying to get you to bow to the man. It was reminding you that they have the authority to kill you. And they might use it. That's the real context of Romans 13. It wasn't so you would take a knee and bow to the big brother. It was warning you that you better basically choose your battles. You better make sure you're on the right side. My brother used to know how to trust her in here. Let's get out and look at the... I've never actually paid attention to the stars on the wall, the floor. They don't have anything written on them, of course. Do they? Yeah, let's see what this one is. It is what it is, you know? Sam Austin. Here's another that has a fire on it. Horace Walsh. I've never actually did this before. This is something different. I got my idea from Ricky Rackman. He was looking at the other day, the stars. He said he'd never done it before. I've never done it before in the game. I've never been out to Hollywood, by the way. I used to want to be when I was a kid, not so much anymore. I'm telling you, I got past all that. Right, seeing how that place operated. That's why there's a mention of the Stuck on Sunshine Hill. You'll hear me say something like, "I want to go traveling west." That's not even a dream anymore. I mean, if I went west just to see the scenery, like say the canyons and the waves and the ocean, yes. Hollywood, no. Care. Give a fuck. Give a fuck. Give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. What's that? You do something there? Behind it. I wonder why that's shining. There's something you can do there?
I'm starting a new raw diet this week.
Whatever. Opa, stop being a little bitch.
What a mess.
Processed food, plain potato thighs and belly.
Whatever.
When I was young, I was like everybody else. I was obsessed with my movies, obsessed with my music. I got out of that real quick. When I learned how these people operate, that was over. I don't care for none of it. Huh. Barbecue. Now, I will still tell you one thing I do enjoy, and there's just something about the atmosphere. Like when you go see a live band or live music. And I really like it better when it's, say, the real thing. Like, I've been to the cover bands. I don't never get the real feeling of the cover band. There's something phony about it. There's something phony about the cover band. Feels phony. And I would never pay $30, $40, $50 to see a cover band. I'm seeing some of them tickets on some of those prices on some of them. Now, you would never catch me doing it. Because you're just getting an imitation. You're not getting the real thing. And I know $40, $50, you won't be seeing a real band for that anymore. You won't. That's what I seen Guns N' Roses with 4 times, by the way. Our tickets were around $47, I believe. $47, $50. And I know they were high up, sort of. But no, I didn't see them at that price. You won't see Guns N' Roses at that pricing. But you wouldn't ever catch me paying $40 for a Guns N' Roses cover band. Because I paid $45 for the real Guns N' Roses. I think our last ones are like $50. Like even when Slash and them come along. So just a little over. Like when Slash and Duff was added to it, I think it was like 50 something. So you're only talking a few dollars there. $45 to $47. And then 50 something for Slash. So it's only just a few dollars. It wasn't much. That's before COVID, you know. So after COVID, all these prices is too high. Like the last 2 tours, like it's not because I don't love Marilyn Manson. I didn't even go to it because I'm trying to figure out a way to pay this shit off or get rid of it. And I didn't go slap down the credit card this time. And even though I love him and I love the live feeling. But that last experience I got, I was right at the stage. I couldn't beat that. So I didn't throw it down this time and buy the tickets. Because I could have found some credit and got me some. So I did not to. I made them more financials, he said, over childish wants. I'm going to look at Maryland like I looked at everybody else. I seen them. I seen Guns N' Roses 4 times. I seen Metallica 1 time. I seen Megadeth 4 times. I seen Slayer 2 or 3 times. So I just look at it that I was blessed. I'm going to look at it the same way with him, especially that last one I seen. When I seen that curtain fall, I was looking right at him. I couldn't beat that experience. And I'm going to want to be there. It's true, I'm going to want to be there. But at the same time, I decided to save some money and not throw the credit card down and buy it. I forgot I can't drive motorcycles in this one. Not on the Xbox today. Now I gotta try to get her back home. Well, let me just do it the cheap way. Man, I love live shows. I love them. I love the feeling. There's a different feeling. Unfortunately, though, a lot of them are tricks. They're not even really doing it. They're playing tapes. Some of them. I'm not saying all of them do that. I can tell the ones that do and ones don't, by the way. You can tell. You can tell the ones that really sing along. You can see it. That's probably one good thing about the cover band. At least you are going to get a real show, because most of them really are shows. The best cover shows are the ones that have no cover. But you know that they're having to pay the band, so. Because they probably get paid even when there's no cover. I'm telling you, if I'd been a band, I might have played covers to get my name out there, but my emphasis would not be to be a cover band. That wouldn't even been my dream. That would not even been my dream to have been a cover band. I would have wanted to be my own self. I've always been Anthony Feldstone. I've been Anthony Phil Stone ever since I started them karaoke tapes. I did them my own way. If you listen to my karaoke, you hear that. I always did them my own way. I could pull them out right now and pull them out and show you how I did them my own way. There's always something added in it that wasn't in the original recording. Whether it had been a Jeff overdub of him talking, or this and that, or Trent. There's always something I did that was original that I was trying to be me in. I never had the intent to be a... Now, I'm not knocking them cover bands. I'm just saying I don't want to just cover people. I like doing covers. I've done 4 or 5. How many have I done? I've done Something in the Way. I've done It's So Easy. I did what was that one from Marilyn? I done a Marilyn Manson. I done Odie. What was that Odie? The one that's in our Earth Angel. Did Earth Angel. And then I done a Typo Negative. I love Peter Steele. And I seen why I loved him the other day. This is the why I loved him. I've been seeing people floated around. I loved him for that same reason. You know, they claimed he was filled with hate, but it wasn't that he hated. He hated when things went bad. When romance went sour. I kind of, if you really think about what I wrote about, I kind of wrote, up until I started dabbling with the love songs, I wrote songs about heartbreak and about UFOs, aliens. Michael was kind of a twisted love story. He was in love with her, but it was twisted. Because he's in love with her from afar. He's obsessed. He's just an obsessed fan. He's simping. That's the word. He's simping for Christine. Then he was simping for the redheaded girl. I never did actually officially do the redheaded girl. I made that just be one of the little joke things I did for fun. Which I'm enjoying that, by the way. That's one thing I'm enjoying the AI about. Actually getting to just create just for the hell of it, not even about my artist. It's just about just creating just music, just to create music. Just to blow some music out there for fun. It's not even about my artwork. It's not even about... I just do it for fun, you know. Just to blow some fun music. Sort of like how you play a video game. I play with AI like playing a video game now. Plus, I'm still trying to work on myself, too. I kind of play Suno like you play a video game. Or those others. I play with several of those. I'm going to have to probably drop out with some of them because I'm not going to have all the fees to pay for all that. But I like tinkering with it. That producer was my favorite. It's not quite as advanced as Suno. But now you get to chat with it. Like I said, it even asked me about making that slow jam version of my song. That was originally my spark first. I'm not lying about that. My first spark was all that shit was big back then. And I thought that kind of has slow jam sound to it. And I was even picturing in my head how it would sound. And how it did it was similar. It's not complete. I'll tell you the artist I was really thinking about when I was thinking of the slow jam. Y'all remember this guy named Babyface? He's big, even was on Madonna's album back then. I was actually thinking about making that Babyface-ish that bitch at my car. I was actually thinking about making it like Babyface. And then I didn't do it. I thought, man, I'm a grunger. Why would I do it? That's the thought that came to my head. I was obsessed with grunge when I seen it. I was probably already grunge before grunge. I was always kind of sloppy with my hair. They'd have to, they would literally, that's another thing that the school would start. They would start in about was my hair. I mean, one time they even threatened my mother that they was going to use legal action if she didn't get my hair cut. I mean, the hair was one of the things. I mean, I'm telling you, I was always sloppy. That's kind of always grunge. I just didn't know a name title grunge. Well, I've been grunge ever since grunge came along. I mean, I started getting the flannels. I never got out of it. Even my hair, I keep it grungy. So, that's kind of grunge before grunge happened. And I'm telling you, they used to have to force me to cut my hair. And I'd make them force it. I'd literally make them. They'd tell me, no. They'd send those notes home to my mama. I'd throw them away before I left the school. Finally, they'd call her up and say they was going to take legal action. And then she would finally just cut my hair, whether I wanted it or not. Probably should change her clothes. I'm probably going to go, what time is it? It's going on 4. I think I'll go ahead and get off. How long was I on? I can't see my hour. I was on for an hour and 3. Sometimes I make 2 hours. I don't feel like it tonight. I was always sloppy with my hair, though. I mean, I tell you, they forced me to cut the hair. Back in the day, it used to get big and bushy. I mean, it'd get bushy. It's all thin now. My fault. I had to dye it black. Indeed, in my black video that I'm big and fat, you can see how thick it still was back then. My mama begged me not to dye it that black, by the way. Black. I was having this gothic phase. I looked better. I looked better with the black hair. I thought I looked better. But now I caused it to thin. It never has been thick again. I never got the thick back after it thin. Indeed, I still remember. We got to Florida. Mama says, it looks like your hair is falling out. Did I not tell you to put that black? Oh, God, I'm going bald. That was me. There we are, about nearly 2 decades later almost now. I still got most of it, so at least I didn't completely go bald. But now I did thin it. And it never recovered. Never. Kind of like when Sting, he actually quit doing one version of, I believe it was this blind. Because that blind is making his come out. Thank you for visiting. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me follow you back if I can. There you go. I'll give you a subscription there on YouTube. Thanks for your viewership tonight. I appreciate. That's somebody over us. I don't really acknowledge the ones pumping the stuff because I don't know whether they're real channels or not. Not that I have any problems with them. I don't know if I'm dealing with a bite or not. Some of those ones that come in. That's one thing about me. I try to follow people back. I say when they follow me, I try to follow them back. Or sometimes I'll just follow people just to come into my room. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we're all trying to do. We're trying to grow our channels. So I try to be community, like
This is not your
I try to
grandfather's
give back.
This is the future.
Because I know that's, at the end of the day, that's what we're all trying to do. We're all trying to grow.
Just played.
That's what
They
channels.
prompted and generated. No
And I don't really
mistakes.
compete with anybody. So
No tired recordings.
I've never been a competitive type. I probably should have been, but I just never was.
We are the
I mean,
Neanderthal in
for
the
my sake, I
We are the
should have been a
descendants of the
competitive
wise.
person.
We are
But I've never
AS
been.
Radio. Your
I've always
favorite
kind of
voice,
just lived my
your
life in
nature,
my corner.
Your future soundtrack. Unleashed.
Like a lot of times, I didn't even promote my music or anything.
Power up
And I should have promoted it.
and ride the wave of tomorrow.
Like one time, I even had somebody tell me, "Why didn't you tell me you did music?"
Tuned to AI Cyberpunk Radio.
I said, "Well, I just didn't think about it. I just didn't promote
Roll
myself."
100fm.com origin, Dalton, Georgia. Signal.
I'm really loving this, just creating just to create.
Electric.
That's really, I enjoy that more than creating my albums.
Cyberpunk Radio Rock and Roll 100 FM. The only station where alien songs and AI.
Because in the past, you couldn't have done anything like that.
Called Star Shred. Think grab guitar,
Oh, you could have,
drums, and enough
but you'd had to work on it. I mean, you'd had to really work on it. And it's not really worth it. When you really think about it, it's not worth going through all that. Like, it wouldn't be worth going through hours and hours and hours for a song just to put out there. But yet, if you're sitting there and you just prompt it, it puts some fun into it. I mean, some people might look at it as, I don't look at it as slop. Music is me. The ears can't really tell the difference unless you got some really bad lyrics. And they do come up with some of the bad lyrics. I have had them come up with the crummiest lyrics. Like, I got this song I generated one night, and it's talking about the refrigerator and the food inside the refrigerator. So they can get sloppy. But no, not all of it slop. I wouldn't call every bit of it slop. That's going too far. It can be sloppy and it can be good. And the better you do at it and the better you work on it, the better it is. Like, say, the more you put creative in there, like maybe you write your own lyrics, that makes it better. And I do a little bit of both. I write the lyrics and AI bounce. Sometimes I write the lyrics and bounce it on the AI just to see what the AI get. So I do all three. And then I have the times where I just type in something and just one little prompt like I was doing last night. Those songs I did last night. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good day. I had a pretty good stream.